And good evening, everybody, and welcome to the start of the quarterfinals here in the 2022 Dragon Warrior Randomizer tournament here on DW Randomizer. And tonight's first matchup promises to be a marquee matchup of epic proportions. We've got the two runners who have been number one and number two for years on the SRL charts. We have got Angel FM versus NESCardinality. Hi everyone, I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23, and joining me on the commentary tonight, Bob Pineapple MD. As I mentioned, this is going to be a very exciting matchup. This could go either way, and I expect to see a lot of fireworks.
Yeah, good evening to you, and I'm really looking forward to this. We're really starting the round of 8 here off with possibly the biggest Titan matchup you can imagine.
I mean, don't get me wrong. All four of the matchups that we're going to be seeing here in the quarterfinals, they are going to be tense. I don't expect to see very many sweeps. They are going to be exciting matchups. But I think this is the one I think a lot of people have been wanting to see for a real long time, just based off of the history that they've had for years in the nightly Dragon Warrior Randomizer races.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think everyone's pulling for this one to go 3. And just, it's wild to think that one of the two of Angel or NESCard are going to go home.
Absolutely, indeed. It is a best 2 out of 3, and we are now underway. So both of them have the strength HP build, and they are starting with a meager 6th strength. So start could be a slog. Well, we got gold at start. We also have the death necklace, which could come in handy later on. And of course, we get the key. So no early tactical treasury dive, but is what it is. We do have some gold, so if we do find an early town, might be able to do a little bit of shopping.
Yep, and that early heal more could help out with exploration a little bit down the road here.
It looks like NESCardinality is going to save, I guess, just in case, you know, he might come across a town he doesn't want to lose half of his gold, because anytime you take a death, you lose half of your gold. Angel FM runs into a Magidrake, is able to escape after one failed run block. So it looks like, well, we do see a cave up north, and ooh, we see Sharlock immediately on NESCardinality's side. So looks like we've got another case that Tantical Castle's complaining about the Dragon Lord playing his music too loud.
Yeah, so finding things early and often here, and it looks like Angel has found Grave.
Ooh, that's a nasty cave to find, but he could potentially be in for 3 chests if he is lucky. Runs into a Metal Scorpion, but he is back attacked, and that is going to send him back to start.
Oh, unfortunate. NESCard, meanwhile, is choosing more overworld exploration, but gets taken out by a wizard, hits reset so that he can get his gold back.
Yeah, the reason he hit the reset button exactly right, wasn't able to get across that swamp there. He might want to come back later when he's got a little bit more HP and maybe a little bit more agility. So he'll go a different direction. Looks like he's going to head for the north and east. So he's a gold man. Could be nice later on, but they've got the DL2 breath, and it's another reset for NESCardinality.
Oof. Angel now taking on a Draki, which would be our first kill in the seed if he takes it down here.
Well, he's got a chance here with a lot of HP, and it doesn't look like they've got really much. It is 4 to 5 HP, but there's a good chance you're going to just miss on your attacks here. But Angel getting close. There's another connection right there. And down goes the Drakey for the first 3 experience points of this match.
Yeah, but NESCard now trying to check out the southeast, the only direction he hasn't gone yet. But no towns in sight anywhere NESCard has gone. So wondering how much longer, you know, he'll press that, or if eventually he's just going to decide, well, I guess the starting gold was just a bit of a tease.
That very well may be indeed. Down to 2 HP. But we do start with Heal More. That's one thing I forgot to mention. With 8 MP and the Heal More spell, we can heal ourselves once per life. So Angel has a good chance of getting this level up right here, and he does get it. So level 2 incoming for Angel FM, and the numbers are 4, 2, 3, 0, and I didn't see it because of the leg. It's hurt. Hurt? Hey, that's useful when we only have 10 attack power.
Hurt is extremely useful right now. So now, you know, you can cast Hurt 4 times. potentially take down something bigger than our strength currently will allow and start to pile those levels on here.
The problem is a Droll Magi is going to stop Angel in his tracks. Back to start he goes. Meanwhile, NESCardinality, he's going after the Drakey, which would give him his first points of the game.
And Angel and his Magidraki, a great hurt target, and that is going to start to rocket him forward. We're getting level 3 right now on Angel's screen. That is going to have 7 power, 0, 0, and 1, plus the spell of Repel. You like the power, but a little bit trolly on the rest of it.
Yep, you've got the double MTI seed. Yesterday when I was doing commentary, we had the triple MTI level, so... yeah, the attack power is nice. That does bring us to 17 strength. A little more strength, though, and Metal Slimes will start to be afraid of us. To 20 strength is the magic number there. Well, that's a regular slime, and Angel wants no part of it. NESCardinality trying to finish off this Drakey here, which would be the level, and does get the level right there. Ooh, Scorpions have heal. That's nasty.
Yeah, you don't have to see that. So going to throw off a regular attack first to see if he can kind of backdoor it here, and does. So that's going to bring him up to level 4. Oh, not quite.
And that's what happens when you run away from a slime. That would have been the level right there.
Yeah,
now he'll get it with he'll definitely get it with the Drakima, though. But we need 18 to 24, and he only got 12 on that roll, and then now he's up to 13. I don't think he can win this damage race. That's 15.
Has a chance here, but did it.
Oh, he did it. Very nice. I did not think he was going to do it. Oh, it was 12 to 16. I read the wrong line. 1, 5, 4, 2, and no new spells. I read the wrong line. I read the line that was below. Skeletons have 18 to 24. So, yeah, he was good all the way.
So another nominal level here with stat gains.
All right, now NESCardinality looks like he's going to grind here on these mountain tiles.
Angel heading back into Grave, hoping to be able to make it to those 3 chests this time around, but runs into a Wraith Knight. Nothing doing there, but gets away the second time, so can burn his heal more. Hopefully doesn't run into any more of those before he gets to the chests.
Oh, very bad luck there for NESCardinality. Rolled a 15 on the hurt, but that wasn't enough to take down the Metal Scorpion that has 14 to 18 HP. That could have been a big boost he could have used right there.
Angel gets away from that Droll Magi, and we get to the first chest, which is just wings. Second one, we have a magic key.
Ooh, that's big. And he's got plenty of money, so he could buy keys right then and there and then raid the treasury. So Angel FM with a big find early.
Yep, and he's absolutely looking for the Death Warp here. Takes it, gonna head immediately back to Tantacle and do just that.
All right, Drakey down for NESCardinality. Now he's approaching the grave, but a Drakey will stop his progress. So we'll see if NESCardinality gets the same kind of luck that Angel just did. Now, he is good, of course, with the gold that he currently has first, going to unlock this door, buy some keys, and he'll be able to buy about 4 keys, it looks like.
Yep, plenty to start with.
NESCardinality getting level 3 with that takedown. Sees the 0-0. And has now made his way into the grave. Let's see if his dive is lucky. Well, he runs into a Metal Scorpion. He is going to try to get the hurt off. He got the 16 and takes down the Metal Scorpion. A big 31 points. And that's level 4.
The sword for Angel.
Very nice. And a gold grind. 2 gold chests.
Oh, man. Huge treasury.
That is a huge treasure. The pressure's on. He doesn't know it, but the pressure's on NESCardinality right now. He has to get past. He's got to get to that chest. Gets a hurt off for 16. Gets a hurt off for 11. It's not enough.
Not enough.
It's not enough. You need 33 to 44. That is unfortunate for NESCardinality.
Looks like Angel has run into Tablet Cave in the back of Tantacle now, so walking through that briefly.
So yeah, he's not quite powered enough to take down a Droll Magi. You're going to need 3 hurt spells minimum to take him down. Because isn't the roll 9 to 16 just like Fairy Water?
Yes, I believe that is accurate.
It's not going to stop NESCardinality. He's going to dive again, and it's a bamboo pole, which I have no idea what it is. Herb, maybe?
Looked like an herb, and that he's filling up here on those. And there we go. Gets 6 herbs.
Oh, and then a Wraith Knight. Man, NESCardinality having no luck right now against Angel. Angel right now in a very good position at the early stage of this game. I mean, it's not, it's not out of the realm of possibility, but the frustration's got to be mounting right now for NESCardinality.
100%, and the longer it's taking him to get to those 3 chests to get that key, the longer Angel has to start to create a lead here, and you don't want to be in a deficit against a runner like Angel.
Not a chance. Looks like Metal Scorpions have the baby breath here. NESCardinality does get, though, 31 more points, and that is going to be at level 5. He will be the first to get there with 5, 2, 3, 1.
Another just kind of modest stat gain on that level.
Here's a Droll Magi with the big stick. It could be enough for Angel. He's going to use the heal more, though. He had enough magic to do so. So he should be able to take this down. And this would be a big 58 points if he's successful. Oh, 2 points to spare. And good news for NESCardinality, he does get to the chest, but bad news for Angel, does not get the 58 points from the Droll Magi. Back to start he goes.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. That was going to get him that level 5, and nothing doing.
But good news for NESCardinality is that he does get the sword, so he's not really going to lose much on Angel. I mean, yes, it took a couple of deaths, but it could have been a lot worse. This is still within reason.
Angel has been much better luck with these slightly less intense enemies. This Scorpion is going to give him level 5.
Yep, so they'll both be on the same level. Next level is going to be at 165 points. NESCardinality, plenty of money to purchase some keys. And here's a slime that Angel will want no part of. And there's the NPC doing its usual dirty work to these runners.
And there's the repel from Angels. Doesn't want to run into those slimes anymore.
Ooh, maybe an opportunity here for Angel on the Wolf, and gets 40 big points. And NESCardinality sees that there is a gold grind available here in the treasury.
Yeah, that wolf is an ideal enemy right now, especially with Erdrick's sword in hand.
Oh! A hurt more that skeletons have is not so ideal, Bob.
Oh, dear.
So a lot of nasties here in the overworld, and NESCardinality's doing the gold grind now. What do you think about this play?
I know, NESCard is a big proponent of taking gold grinds early and often, so we'll just see if he's able to hold on to this. Not sure how much he's going to pull out.
Oh, Angel with the critical hit to take down the Drakima. That's another 20 points. 15 more points will be at level 6. I don't know about this play. I mean, I understand it because you've already got it set up, but here's the problem. We haven't found any towns in the first 12 minutes. 8, 0, 3, 17 for level 6. Nice MP build.
17, that's a big deal, especially with the spells we have right now. Healmar is our only source of healing, and it's a big 8 MP to cast, so being able to cast it a few more times is great.
Well, Skeleton hurt Moore's Angel again, so that's going to send him back to start. So yeah, this could get interesting. NESCardinality now in the basement. He's at Tablet Cave.
So Angel striking out yet again, but this time with a little bit more MP in tow, deciding to go a different direction.
And now he knows about Sharlock to the left. And NESCardinality sees it's an herb. And he'll be able to grind that just like he did the gold. Well, this map has a lot of diagonals here. We've seen a couple already.
Yeah, it definitely does, and it branches off kind of from Tentacles seemingly in several directions. Angel now heading down toward more the southwest, taking this around.
And so far, he's had good luck. He was able to run away from that Wraith Knight, but yeah, he's going for the repel, and it's a good idea. Because you never know if any of the weaker enemies has something nasty. Now, this Spectre he should be able to take down. Is able to two-shot it for a big 47 points, up to 217. Next level is at 337. NESCardinality done with his gold grind. He's got 15,055, so that would be enough to purchase a silver shield. He didn't grind anything past that.
Yeah, those Spectres, assuming they have nothing nasty, an ideal enemy at this level right now with that attack power.
All right, a Metal Scorpion again with the heal. And it looks like NESCardinality is going to do grinding here. So rather than look for a town, it looks like he's going to settle on a grind here to build his experience. But Angel trying to get the exploration done here. He is back attacked by a skeleton and is able to escape.
Yeah, the grind from NESCard here does feel like him trying to gain some safety stats because he did perform that gold grind up to 15,000 and is going to want to protect that investment.
Well, here's that wolf. All right, NESCardinality should be able to take this down. He's got 18, he's got 38, and he's got 40 points. A Droll Magi for Angel. Let's see if he's successful this time around. He's got to nail it on this one. And he does for a big 58 points, closing in on level 7. Another 20 points for NESCardinality. Wraith Knight, that is a no-go for Angel, and he's able to escape. Scorpion will mean another 16 points for NESCardinality as he's trying to close in on that lead. That Droll Magi, gonna use an herb.
This is risky.
Well, this is very risky indeed because he's spending in his herb, but gets a low attack there, so he's going to go for it. Now, that is another 58 points right there, and the level for Angel FM. Here come the numbers. It's 2, 1, 8, 1. So another modest level. At least we got some HP out of it. 15 minutes in, and we still have no towns.
Yeah, I was just looking at that, and Angel has done quite a bit of exploring to start, and there's one right now. But will the Magic Wyvern let him get there?
Survey. So, with 1 HP left to spare, he's able to get away.
Unbelievable.
Now watch it be Hawksness. No, it's Rimmeldar. That's huge. But what is on offer here in this town? Is there a silver shield? Is there some magic armor? NESCardinality takes down another wolf. That's another 40 points. He's on level 7 also. Let's see what we have on offer here at the armory in Rimmeldar. Anything good? There's no silver shield. The best we can do is half plate.
Yeah, that half plate would be nothing to sneeze at. Angel grabs the chainmail, because right now you'd take anything.
Yeah, didn't have enough money to purchase the half plate, but yeah, if NESCardinality goes goes west and finds Rimmeldar, he's going to be very disappointed at what's in the shop. But I mean, very disappointed.
Angel, meanwhile, cannot seem to get away from these Magic Wyverns. Uh-oh.
Yeah, and this is going to send him back. I mean, that's unfortunate because he won't be able to do any further exploration away from Rimmeldar, but I mean, he didn't lose too much on gold, where NESCardinality, he has a lot of gold he can lose right now. It takes down another wolf. That's another 40 points. So he's building a little bit of an experience lead on Angel, and it looks like that NESCardinality is resorting to that for the moment. Now, let's see if Angel continues to do the exploration or if he's going to find a grind spot and go after these Droll Magi's.
All right, choosing to walk through the swamp to the west. See if he can find out what's on the other side here.
Oh, it's a knight. Now, without a hurt more spell, even our Erdrick Sword's not going to be any match to take down this knight, and that's another death for Angel.
Yep, that's unfortunate.
A Drakima down for NESCardinality, 27 points away from level 8. This won't quite do it, but it'll give him to within 7 points. So if he sees one more of those, or anything pretty much for that matter in the desert, like this wolf, that will give NESCardinality the level. Now, that was fortunate. That he could have dodged. It could have cost him all that gold. But that is going to be level 8 for NESCardinality with 4, 7, 9, 12, heal. Nice little level up there.
Yeah, that's starting to look like a little bit beefier of a level.
All right, now Angel, is he back in Grave?
It looks that way. Maybe like the enemy set in there, not sure. Or is he maybe going back? Is he diving?
Well, he might be. Snowmen have stops. Oh, 1 HP to spare, but he cannot run away from the snowman. But they do stop spell. And he's able to escape. Wow. How about that? So let's see what NESCardinality says. It looks like we found the eastern part of the continent.
Ziggy pointed out in chat, these 1 HP survivals. It's true, Angel has had 1 HP survivals several times in this seed.
Now, you may have suggested, some people suggested that NESCardinality would stop at the 600 XP grind, but looks like he's going to keep going.
Yeah, this feels like a full committal to the gold grind, and he's just maybe not comfortable with where his stats are to find something to spend it on.
I certainly can't blame him, but again, from what we have seen so far at the 19-minute mark, oh, Wraith Knight dodge, which is of course kind of common, so Angel's going to have to heal up here. That's his last heal more. He's not at level 8 yet where he can use the heal spell. Does take down the Wraith Knight. That's a big 72 points right there. 44 more points to level 8 and the heal spell.
Yeah, which is much more efficient at this stage with the HP that they're at level 8.
31 more points with that Metal Scorpion and another Wraith Knight. That would certainly be enough, but he's going to have to nail both shots here. Oh, only 11. He's going to have to use an herb and hope for the best at this point. Gets up to 22, and that's not going to be enough. You need 30 to 40 to take down the Wraith Knight. Back to start Angel goes.
One stat we are significantly lacking right now is agility, and while, of course, we're fond of saying that agility is just a number, on the overworld, it definitely plays into your ability to run away from things, and at 29 agility at level 8, it just makes exploring extremely dangerous.
Meanwhile, Angel gets his level 8, but NESCardinality closing in on level 9. Needs another 114 points, or 975 points in total, to get that level.
Angel back into Grave. He likes the grind in here.
And I certainly can't blame him. You know, Droll Magizing. Oh, he gets Viper!
Oh!
The excellent dodge. You never like to see that as a runner.
Takes down the Droll Magi. Anyway, but, just a little insulting to see that.
Another dodge from the Droll Magi. Yikes, this has been a little bit of some bad luck here. Droll Magi's are not very dodgy. In fact, it's a 1 in 64 chance, so that is horrendous luck on Angel's side. Scorpion will get NESCardinality very close. 22 more points if he finds a wolf. Scorpion won't quite do it for NESCardinality to put him within 6.
Yep, NESCard has about a 250-point experience lead on Angel at the moment. Really likes these wolves, which have been doing the heavy lifting for that leveling.
And it looks like all they have is Bite More. No spells, no Dragon Breath or anything like that, so it's definitely a viable grind. Level 9 now for NESCardinality. 7, 4, 0, 6, Radiant, Stop Spell. Well, now what will NESCardinality do? Next level is going to be at 1500.
Yeah, you'd really like to have seen some more HP to go along with this.
Well, NESCardinality does look like he is going away from the grind. He's going to attempt to do some exploration here, and he's going south. As Angel takes down a Droll Magi and runs into another Droll Magi, another opportunity here. So it looks like NESCardinality is going to try to head west. He's going to find Rimuldar if he's able to get through all of this muck. Angel's been getting a lot of Droll Magi. Here's trouble.
Yeah, runs into the same knight that Angel did trying to cross this swamp.
And NESCardinality having the same run luck. He's not able to run. I mean, it feels like running away from Axe Knights or Armor Knights here. I mean, with 33 agility, it's pretty tough to run away from a knight.
Yeah, you're not favored to do it, and we're seeing that play out.
Does escape, but he had to burn all of his heal mores to do so. Now, if he's lucky enough, he will be able to get to Rimmeldar and heal up, but this is real dicey, because remember, we had Magiwyverns guarding the path.
So he gets through the swamp only to find there's nothing there, which, yikes.
Oh, no. So it was more around the northwest part of the swamp that he needed to go to get to Rimmeldar. So level 9 there for Angel FM. So we're now nearing an evenness here. Oh, and NESCardinality heads up play using the wings to preserve his gold.
Yeah, absolutely great play there.
Yeah, I like that play there from NESCardinality. Obviously, you don't have the return spell, and even if he did, he wouldn't have had enough magic to use it, so good call.
I wonder if we might see him save here. Nope, he's heading right back out, looks like.
Well, he's going to try to explore elsewhere. I mean, in his case, now, it looks like he may be heading north, or he may be going back to the grind. Wraith Knight does get it down, and we're very close on experience. 23 points is the difference. And NESCardinality is heading north. He's going to pass up the grave. Looks like he wants to try to explore to the north, but that appears to be the northern edge of the continent. In fact, we're on the northeastern edge of the continent.
Yep, so nothing doing over there.
Runs into a stone man, but Angel was able to escape. Ooh, a warlock. This could be some good experience points if successful. 28, and does get it. The Goldman, on the other hand, this is... Ooh, he's able to escape.
Yeah, our runners are not going to want any part of the Goldmen throughout this seed. We've seen what they can do.
Ooh, Poltergeist F. heal more. We did not see that on Angel's side.
Interesting.
So maybe it's a 25% or 50% chance as opposed to 75%. And back to the Wolves for NESCardinality. A good 40 points right there. But yeah, Angel's just found a better grind spot. That's why he's been able to close in on the experience lead rather quickly. He may be first to level 10.
Yeah, they're essentially tied now in the experience race due to Angel's grind spot here.
And in fact, he's actually going to take the lead by 10 points for about a second, but, you know, this is just it. I mean, he's found a great grind spot. I mean, the Stone Men are pretty much the only real nasties, it seems like, here in the grave. I mean, Wraith Knights annoying because they're dodgy and, you know, they deal a lot of damage. But this is overall a good grind spot for these runners. Another wolf down. Again, we are neck and neck pretty much on the experience.
Yeah,
Droll Magi.
Less than 100 XP to go for both runners to get to that level 10.
Well, 2 Droll Magi's would do it. There's one of them. Another 38 points, which is a wolf. Would be enough. This Wraith Knight would definitely be enough. Now, Angel is out of MP, so he's going to have to hope that he doesn't get dodged, and he doesn't, and gets the level. So Angel the first to level 10. NESCardinality not going to be too far behind. It's going to be 10, 7, 21, 9. That's a heck of a level.
That's what you wanted to see. That HP makes exploration a lot more survivable because you can take a DL2 hit.
Absolutely here. And NESCardinality right behind. He gets his level 10, and he's going to see the good news about the HP, and we'll see if that influences his decision on exploration. Because the next level is not until 2,175 points. And it looks like he's going to go for it. He's going to go south here. You know, we really haven't seen anything here. Unfortunately, there's a Magiwyvern of his own. Was he going to try to take it down?
Yeah, it looks like he's going for it. And, you know, at 94 AP, I don't necessarily blame him here.
Yep, 83 HP is in for it if he gets this correctly. It's 36 to 48.
Oh, no.
Oh, the dodge! No! You hate to see it, folks. The dodge on the Magiwyvern, a 1 in 32 chance. And there goes half of his gold.
Manages to hold on to that gold grind for about 15 full minutes, only to see it go wash away due to a Magiwyvern dodge.
Wow. You hate to see it, folks. If there's a town here Well, there's the cave. Looks like they're both now in the same spot. If there's a town nearby, and look at this, Angel got the same dodge. These magic wyverns aren't playing around, Bob. And it is the trading cave.
This will be Stone's Cave, so we're going to get more gold.
Well, that could be a viable spot if we do see a town and there is a silver shield. Now watch there be a town and watch there be a silver shield in that town. Well, unfortunately for Angel, this Spectre is going to end his day, send him back to the castle.
So Spectres did have something up their sleeves. We just didn't see it till now.
Oh, yes, indeed. Oh! Oh, no, it's Poltergeists. Poltergeists and Spectres. They're similar because they both look like ghosts.
Oh, right.
I tell you, this feels like one of these seeds where we're going to see Tri-Cities.
It really does.
I just have this hunch. NESCardinality crossing the bridge here. He's looking for a town. Oh, he finds a goldman. Does escape. There's a skeleton. Should be able to take it down with ease, and he does. Angel sees the gold, so he might be able to do something.
NESCard is in the right area for Rimmelder, so we'll see if he moves correct.
He'll definitely buy the half plate once he sees it. Yeah, he is closing in on Rimmeldar. You're absolutely right. Yeah, and he can't miss it because that's a dead end. Well, and they have heal as well, so they almost had the both more.
Yeah, but NESCard doesn't know about the hurt more, I don't think, and takes it down without finding out about it.
Yeah, it could be one of those 25% situations on the hurt more. The heal, hard to say. Uh-oh, Goldman. He was vulnerable. If he would have ran fail there, he could have been breathed back to start.
Looks like Angel has found Swamp North and is going to go ahead and head through it.
That could be a potential big find there for Angel. That's the exploration advantage that he currently has now on a NESCardinality. And it leads us to a town!
There's a town.
Look at that. All right, NESCardinality going to use the repel, trying to get some exploration done here. And runs into a Droll Magi. He'll gladly take these because it doesn't look like they have anything nasty. Wraith goes down easily for Angel for 42 points. Man, NESCardinality is going to see these dodges in his sleep, and look at this. Two back-to-back dodges!
Oh, dear. Angel, meanwhile, has found Garanham, which is definitely, probably of all the remaining towns.
He gets a Kaishinoa Jigeki. What is the odds of a crit again?
That, I believe, is 1 in 32.
So the odds of that particular sequence happening is 1 out of 131,072 right there, folks. Buy a lottery ticket.
Back of Garanham here for Angel has the Stones of Sunlight, so one piece of homework done.
Yes, we need to get the Stones of Sunlight. We need the Staff of Rain and Erdrick's Token. Now, to get the Staff of Rain, we need to find the Silver Harp and the Trading Cave. Then it does look like we have found a cave. I have no idea what it is.
That'll be Mountain Cave, yep.
Listen, as somebody who's a runner in the tournament, Bob Pineapple MD, you would know the caves in the dark a lot better than I would.
So we're going to start up here, just an herb, head down to the second floor where the bulk of the chests are going to be found. Hopefully it'll let him get down there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Meanwhile, NESCardinality taking down the Droll Magi, another 58 points, and he's got the experience lead back again. Ooh, Druid Lords have sleep. This could be bad.
Oh, still asleep.
Does wake up, but he's going to use the hurt for 10. That's enough, and that's 58 points. But still, NESCardinality has not found Rimmeldar, or any town for that matter, but now he has found the town of Rimmeldar.
Just to answer a quick question in chat, Ness has 2 more games played. Did Angel have a bye in round 1? That's correct. Angel had a bye through the first bracket rounds, while NESCard did not.
And NESCardinality will buy the half plate here, and that's about all he can get. He's got the best weapon money can buy, and there's no shield here in Rimmeldar either. I didn't see the armory in Garanham. Was there anything of value?
No. He checked the shop, but I don't think it was anything big.
Like no shields or nothing like that? Wow.
Ah, okay, apparently Garanham had the silver.
Oh, of course it did. Oh, of course it did. Now, Angel is in no position to do a gold grind, but if he were to do the gold grind, he knows exactly where to go. Right now, NESCardinality has no idea where to go.
Nope, did pick up that half
town?
plate.
A Sparko Town!
Oh my goodness!
And it's Cole!
A spark over town.
All right, do we have anything? It is the Fairy Flute, which is going to be useful against golems, but there's the level up of 1, 6, 0, 2, 0.
Vanilla Fairy Flute location.
Full plate for NESCardinality, so another boost in the defense with that purchase. But still no shields to buy. All we've seen is the silver shield in Garanham.
Yeah, I don't think we've even seen a small shield or a large shield in any of the towns that we've stopped off in.
Yeah, that is a big negative. So far, it's Breckenary and Cantlin that we have not found yet. But what a spot. What a spot for Cole. And, ooh, a green dragon.
Meanwhile, Angel has found the harp down in Mountain Cave. So we've got 2 plot items.
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, once NESCardinality gets there, I mean, unless he has a bad dive, there's a cursed belt, which tells us that at least one of the 3 search tiles is in play. We already know about Cole, but there's also 2 other potentials. You've got Hawksness, and you've got possible coordinates as well, but we won't know about coordinates until we found Cantlin. But Green Dragon for a big 135 points for NESCardinality. That's going to give him level 11 also. Unfortunately for Angel, he will not be able to find out what is in the last chest here in Mountain, unless that was the last chest.
He did grab the last one, I believe, but he was trying to exit. Of course, no outside spell.
Yep, no outside spell, so not able to get back to heal himself up, so that's going to cost him half of his gold, but will he be able to do a gold? He's going to do a gold grind,
yep.
And he knows about the silver shield, so this is huge for Angel.
Yeah, Silver Shield gives you a big 20 defensive power, and late game, especially in Charlock, with high enough defense, you can start to repel a lot of things away from you.
Now, Angel does, I don't know if there was a full plate in Garanham. He's obviously not found Cole, but I wonder if he's going to grind past 14-8.
We will see here shortly. He is.
Just a little bit of change. Maybe in case he maybe he'll go back for the half plate.
Yeah, he might. He is going to save here.
Yeah, just in case he has a calamity. I mean, he knows how to get there, but he may have gotten lucky the first time he was in Swamp.
Yeah, exactly. And he's going to have to go back through there if he wants the shield.
All right, so NESCardinality through with Rimmeldar, sees the Madra Wyvern. We'll see if he has better luck this time. And he does. That's 83 points. Uh-oh, a gold man is able to escape.
Yep, he is headed straight back to Swamp Cave. Will be in shortly. We'll see if he can make the walk through.
There's a stone man that's in NESCardinality's way, and he's able to escape a knight. A more viable play now that we have the kind of numbers that we have. That's 78 more points for Angel.
Yep, what was a serious problem not 10 minutes ago is now a fight that we can handle easily.
And NESCardinality runs into a werewolf, is able to one-shot it for 52 more points, and Angel is back to Garanham. He's going to buy a silver shield, but before he does that, going to buy some herbs.
Yep, made it. So very shortly we'll have his silver shield purchase, which is going to bump him up to 53 defense, which is quite respectable.
Oh, it most certainly is. Oh, we have a werewolf. This could be a problem for NESCardinality. We got 19. And we got 43. This could be enough. 71 is enough, and that's 95 more points for NESCardinality.
And there, Angel purchases a silver shield and is headed right back out to continue exploration now.
All right, he's going west now. Find some more swampland. Oh, our first metal slime of the day with 55 strength. Yep, there it is. And meanwhile, NESCardinality finds Brecconary, and there is a large shield on offer.
Okay, so while not as hardy as the Silver Shield, still gives you another 10 defensive power. So actually, right now, interestingly enough, puts him ahead of Angel in defense due to the fact that he's wearing the full plate and Angel is just wearing chainmail.
Yep, absolutely. Yep, it also had the small shield in case you were playing along at home, in case you had a bingo card. That's one thing I think we ought to do in Dragon Warrior Randomizers, have a bingo card regarding items in shops, DL2 breaths, etc., etc.
Yeah, chat pointing out that now with a large shield, unlikely NESCard will initiate another grind to upgrade to silver.
No, he shouldn't have to. The only thing I think at this point he may consider buying with the money that he currently has, provided he doesn't take any more deaths, would be the magic armor if it's available, and we find that before Erdrick's armor. But
yeah, certainly, especially if we find out that Erdrick's armor is going to be in Charlock.
I would love to see it in Charlock, you know, but knowing how this is going to be, it's probably not going to be in Charlock. It's probably going to be, I want it to be Deep Engrave.
Another popular option.
All right, Droll Magi time. We've seen plenty of these before. Should not be a problem for Angel. Meanwhile, NESCardinality trying to chip it away with the hurt spell, and does so. If he would have missed on that, that could have been big problems. But it's going to be level 12 first for NESCardinality. 13, 2, 17, and 7. Nice level up.
Yeah, very nice level up. HP has moved into just below the range you would like to go into Charlock, but MP is getting there.
We find the trading cave. That's good information for NESCardinality, but he has to find Mountain Cave first. He's got to find Garanam.
Yep, so he knows where trade-in is, but doesn't have the harp. Angel has the harp, but does not know where trade-in is.
Well, certainly indeed. This continent has just a weird feel to it. I mean, there's a lot of narrowings in these continents here, as Angel FM has found Hawksness.
Hawksness.
All right, so only the Cantlin remains is the only town that we have not discovered. Green Dragon's not able to escape, though, and he is sent back to start over by 1. Same thing that happened in NESCardinality.
Yeah, he wanted to hang on to that 17 MP because he was running out of resources and was hoping to be able to maybe go to the spike tile and take down whatever it was, but unfortunately, unable to do it.
And NESCardinality taking 0 chances with this knight, deciding to use the heal more in case the swing was a miss or it wasn't enough to take down the knight. That's another 78 points for NESCardinality. We're still trying to find, that's a dead end, unfortunately. Angel, we'll see what decide he goes. Another knight. Oh, and he is back attacked. But a 2-shot, not a problem for NESCardinality. That's another 78 points.
Yep, so Angel now may put off going back to Hawksness. I mean, at this point, the only things you're missing are Erdrick's token, you're missing Erdrick's armor, and I believe we know where everything else is. So there's only 2 of those key items that you can find in Hawksness outstanding, and there are still chests to look at.
So what that means is if there is something in Hawksness, and if there are coordinates, then that means Charlock's going to be out of play. NESCardinality running to a blue dragon. The first one we've seen of these today, but he's not able to escape. But this time he was. Well, 48 agility, your chances aren't very good. And look at Angel using the fairy water to finish off the Demon Knight there. But NESCardinality having more blue dragon problems. This time gets away. Finds this has to be Cantlin, but he's got to get there. He escapes again. And gets to Cantlin.
And here we go. And with a cave right next to it, which my guess is it has to be Jerk.
By process of elimination, you are right. It has to be Jerk Cave. So right now, the only thing he needs to find is Garanham, and he'll have all the puzzle pieces pretty much set.
Ooh, rogue scorpions have sleep. Angel wakes up, luckily, almost immediately.
Yeah, that's pretty nasty because, you know, rogue scorpions hit quite hard, but Angel gets the better of them, then that's 70 points, and level 12 for Angel. He'll see that nice level up. All right, so has to be careful. You got to watch and pay attention to your health because every time you step on one of those trap tiles, it's minus 15 HP. But NESCardinality, you're paying good attention here. Do we have coordinates? Yes, we do. 5 to the north and 58 to the west. So I think Gwalen is gonna be stayed put. And what that also means is unless there is nothing in Charlock or nothing in Hawksnest, Charlock is off the table.
Yep, although knowing now that there is either Erdrick's armor or the token on that search spot in the overworld, it does make it a little less likely here that Hawksness is even going to be mandatory.
Well, that depends. If it's the armor, if armor is on search now, then we know by process of elimination. And there's the Jerk Cave. Again, more knowledge for NESCardinality. We know by process of elimination that it's one of two things. Either the token is in Hawksnest, or, get this, the token's in the grave.
Yep, because we still do not know what are in the last two chests in grave.
Oh no, NESCardinality! He found the swamp, but he finds an AK-47!
Gonna try and swing through it.
Ooh, had 1 HP left to spare! That 1 HP may save NESCardinality's bacon here. We'll see. No, he gets perfect bid! Oh my gosh!
Oh dear.
Oh no! What a tragic time for a death there for NESCardinality. I mean, at least he knows where to go, but oh, that hurts.
So unfortunately for Angel, because we saw Cantlin and the final cave over on NESCard's screen, the exploration branch that Angel has been going in has led to nothing. No way for him to know that because he hasn't found those things yet.
Man, but I mean, like I said, it's at least, you know, it's not going to set him back that much. But in a match when you have two of the best in the world every second, and here it is again. Here it is again. Oh my God.
So it looks like he actually was headed for the spike. This might be the spike tile enemy. Is he going for a Gwalen save?
Considering what he may be. But here's the problem, though. He doesn't have outside.
Yeah, Beta Strep saying in chat that he's pretty sure this is the spike. Well, he takes it out this time, and yeah, I guess that 58 west is a little further than the dead end in the swamp would allow.
Uh-oh. Now NESCardinality runs into that same rogue scorpion, and he's put to sleep. It's just a one-turn sleep, fortunately. Unfortunately for NESCardinality, 26 HP was not enough, and he is put to sleep again, but again, it's just a one-turn sleep, and this time gets the critical hit. Down it goes. Meanwhile, a green dragon for Angel this time is going to try to take it down. And he will be successful, and it is a Gwalen rescue for NESCardinality. However, he still has to escape, and he also does not have the return spell either, so this is not a walk in the park.
No, it definitely isn't.
Oh no, and the dodge on the rogue scorpion! Rolls for 26, that's not enough, and he's going to be put to sleep again. What's going to happen? 1... It's a two-turn sleep. Another critical hit on a rogue scorpion. More than what he needed, but down it goes. Boy, this is critical. NESCardinality has got to win this fight. All right, he's up to 50. He's taking a chance here at 78. And that's 94. That's not enough. He took a chance there. If that would have been a dodge, that could have dispelled disaster, but he does win the fight.
Yep, so gets through. Hopefully we'll have a fairly uneventful return.
Well, he does have a rogue scorpion to deal with, but does two-shot it, so no worries.
Yeah, chat pointing out, Angel has gone back to Second Continent, and unfortunately for him, we know there's nothing else there.
Yeah, in fact, when NESCardinality gets to the continent, he's going to know that there's something there. But right now, it's NESCardinality trying to get back to start, and it's another rogue scorpion that's trying to haunt him in his dreams. And speaking of haunting him in his dreams, that's exactly what it's doing right now.
Oh, that's right. Hawksness is Second Continent, so it could be just Angel going back to check Hawksness.
Right. Yeah, Hawksness is still a possibility.
All right, NESCard has made it back to Tantagle, and so we'll get the GPS.
Indeed he will, but first he's going to go ahead and get all of his magic back. Ooh, we find a wizard for the first time. Angel should be able to take this down, and does so with a nice final hit, 120 more points. Oh, NESCardinality, I guess, had a wizard, but I must have missed it. Well, here's another wizard for Angel. That's going to further build his experience lead. But right now, NESCardinality has the exploration advantage. But again, there's one thing right now that potentially could throw a wrench into this, and that's Hawksness.
Right, if Hawksness has either of our items, really, it really throws a wrench into the works.
And there's a Demon Knight. NESCardinality, let's see what he decides to do next. I would imagine he's going to go back to Swamp Cave, finish it up, and then he'll be able to go to Garanham. Then he'll go to Mountain, and hopefully he'll be able to get everything that's in there. Demon Knight goes down for Angel, and that is good enough for level 13. 2, 5, nothing, and 8. And there's the big Hurtmore.
There's Hurtmore.
And that's going to make an AK-47 grind quite appealing, because it looked like, at least on NESCardinality's side, they had nothing but Chopmore.
Yeah, that definitely makes it pop. So yeah, that is it. Second Continent has only Hawksness remaining, so Angel is going to go ahead and check that spike tile.
All right. Gets there successfully, and, oh, it's a golem, but we have a fairy flute. Well...
NESCard has a fairy flute.
Yes,
but
exactly.
Angel has not found coal.
Yep, that could be a game changer. That could be an equalizer. Meanwhile, NESCardinality does make it to Garanham.
Yeah, at 110 attack power, though.
Oh, they have Hurtmore do the golems.
Oh, this was a lot easier before we found out about that.
Yeah, this could be tough for Angel. Because the problem is that golems have a lot of HP, 115 to 153, but it takes it down! 350 points. Is there anything here? It's the armor!
It's the armor.
Which means we now know, by process of elimination, that the token is going to be our search tile. So, this one is not over yet, folks.
Yeah, what? Okay, so we've had vanilla fairy flute location and vanilla armor location. What is going on?
Yep, and that also means 25,000 gold pyramid has been once again canceled. You hate to see it, but it is what it is. So, Sharlock, they're hoping it's one and done, as NESCardinality picks up level 13 himself.
So now Angel knows that everything he has left to find is on the first continent, and newly emboldened by the armor, not having to worry about stepping through swamp, is out to find it.
Yeah, it also means reduced damage on Hurtmore, reduced damage on DL2 Breath and Baby Breath, of course. It means complete immunity to Stop Spell, no damage on the Swamp tiles, no damage on the Trap tiles, and you heal 1 HP every step you take.
Angel now is on that spike tile in Swamp. Not sure, he might be going for a preemptive Gwaelin rescue, or maybe just deciding it's time to grind a bit.
I wouldn't be
going
surprised
for the
if
rescue.
he is going for the rescue blindly. I mean, little does he know this is probably going to be a great idea. So NESCardinality here in the mountain runs into another Wraith Knight. Again, shouldn't be any problems now that he's got the Hurt More spell.
All right, so Angel picks up Gwaelin. We'll head back to do that turn in, and then we'll be prepared when he finally stumbles across Cantlin.
NESCardinality gets his Silver Harp. This right now is anybody's game. This could boil down to Char luck for all we know.
Yeah, it definitely could.
There's one other thing that could come into play, and that's that silver shield that you see next to Angel's scoreboard.
Yeah, definitely, because with a high enough defensive power, when they finally do the Charlock run, Angel would be able to repel a lot more things in Charlock than NESCard, keeping his encounter rate down.
Meanwhile, Angel FM doing the honeymoon tour with Gwaelin as he's now going into the coordinates, and he is not going to take any damage, so it's just a free ride to the old man, and he will inform him that there are coordinates, 5 north, 58 to the west, and what will Angel do? Will Angel return her to the castle, or is he going to be a not-so-nice knight and just abandon her?
Yeah, it'll just depend on whether Angel thinks that's countable or not. It's pretty rough of a count. I mean, even NESCard didn't want to bother with it.
Yep, and there is the nice message that you get if you spend the night and you have got Gwaelin. Thou hast spent a good night, I hope. And there's the jerk cave, but no staff, no token as of yet. Oh, Blue Dragon, this could be a problem for Angel. Ooh, and a critical hit for NESCardinality, taking down the Wraith Knight. Now NESCardinality going to use the repel, and ooh, a dodge there. Gonna have to use a heal more. All right, small damage there on that particular swing, but there we go. 190 as the Blue Dragon goes down for Angel.
So NESCard managed to get out of Mountain Cave, ducks back in. We're going to stay at the inn here, and then likely we'll see him explore Second Continent. So we'll see how quickly he comes upon Hawksness.
Oh, absolutely, indeed. Like I said, right now, this is a very close game, and Angel has found the trading cave. Going to get the Staff of Rain. So now he just needs the token, which again, we know is the coordinates. Angel does not know that because he's not found coal, but he may not need to find coal. It depends on what he decides to do.
Yeah, if he goes for the count before finding coal, then he'll end up just saying, okay, I can abandon that.
Precisely. Green Dragon down for NESCardinality. He's about 450 points behind. And Angel's going to get a big 155 points off of that Stone Man. You know, with all the numbers that he's got, it's definitely an easy enough enemy to take down, especially with all the stop spells that they're using. So, yep, NESCardinality is searching through the Second Continent. He will find Hawksness eventually. I know it was a ways away when Angel had spotted it. By the way, next level is level 14. We're looking for 5,625 points.
So Angel, it seems like, is probably looking for coal because if he can easily find coal and he figures, well, if coal has the token, then I don't need to walk the coordinates. But of course, we know that that's not going to be the case.
And I totally understand that, but the thing is, that's going to buy NESCardinality some time. Meanwhile, Angel finds Brecconary, and there's nothing for him to buy here, so he's out of there. Green Dragon has appealing play for both. We got simultaneous rolls. Unfortunately for NESCardinality, Angel gets it in one shot. NESCardinality can't do it.
NESCard is rapidly closing in on Hawksness here, but is starting to run out of resources.
And that's going to be a problem. Now, again, the one thing that he's got going for him is that he does have the fairy flute.
Yeah, so as long as he doesn't get abysmal sleep luck, should be okay.
Exactly. But he's got another problem. He's having problems with this stone man. This time he's able to run away, and he has found Hawksness. So right now, this is anybody's game.
Angel, meanwhile, still on the hunt for coal, really does not want to have to walk the coordinates.
Yeah, he really does not want it at all. But unfortunately for NESCardinality, he runs into a green dragon. His resources are dangerously low, and he's going to see this golem, and this is not going to be free by any stretch at all.
No, at this point, it's less about getting abysmal sleep luck, and he kind of really needs good to great sleep luck to get through this.
Agreed. Now he's going to herb to get to his maximum HP, and he's going to see this golem, and he's, of course, going to use the fairy flute, and he's going to hope that he gets good luck. Meanwhile, though, Angel's going to get level 14 with 1, 10, 8, 7, a one-turn sleep!
And a hurt more immediately.
Well, it doesn't matter if it's hurt more or punch. It hurts a lot nonetheless. He's got 24.
That level, by the way, 14 with the 10 agility, you definitely like to see that. Finally, a double-digit gain in that stat.
Oh, he went for the stop spell. He's trying to stop spell this thing. And he wakes up after 2 turns. This is not good for NESCardinality.
Angel has found coal, realizes he's going to have to walk the coordinates.
Yep, as the honeymoon tour continues here. This time he does get the stop spell off, but it might be too late.
We will see. Getting good sleep luck on this round.
Oh, he's getting great sleep luck, even with the 2 heals. He's getting amazing sleep luck here. Amazing sleep luck for NESCardinality, and takes down the golem.
What a turnaround.
What a turn of events that was, Bob.
Yeah, it was looking like for sure he was going to have to come back here, and now
he's in good shape. If he takes a death there, Angel definitely has a lead.
Yeah, no question about it. So Angel is trying the count here.
I wonder if this is going to be take the Gwaelin to the Dragon Lord kind of seed here. We might see that.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. So just kind of taking stock of where we are level-wise, our HP is definitely in Sherlock range. The MP, right now we're at 9 heal mores, but our strength is not close to what we need it to be at.
And he's trying for the Threes Company seed potentially here, but he's trying to count out the coordinates as well. So this is very interesting. So Angel has no intention of returning Gwaelin back to the king. It's either it's all or nothing at this point, Bob, for Gwaelin. So I would imagine NESCardinality is going to count out coordinates, get his token, and go back.
These missed searches for Angel are costing time, and NESCard is almost on top of him.
Yep, and now take a look at this. Let's see where he's at. 6 south, 45 east. So he's right there, just needs 13 more steps. And NESCardinality counts it out perfectly. He's got Erdrick's token. He just needs to turn everything in, and he's in grind and go mode. So this is still anybody's game, but yeah, this is costing Angel time. And now this golem is stopping him in his tracks. Oh, yeah. Kaishino Shigeki on a blue dragon, 180 points right there for NESCardinality, and that's a 48-point difference. This is so close.
Extremely close. And yeah, Angel is so close and just hasn't found it yet.
Yeah, he's right there. He's literally right there, but he's just a little bit off. Now he's got the token.
There it is. But it allowed, the time that count took allowed NESCard to catch right up, and we are essentially dead heat.
Oh, we most certainly are indeed. Yeah, Angel did take down that golem. That was another 350 points. What is NESCardinality going to do? He's going to try to get the stop spell. It connects. Then he'll do the fairy flute. I would imagine he'll do a heal more.
Now, there is one additional step that NESCard has to do that Angel's already done, and that is turn in the harp.
Right. To me, I think it's a 50% hurt more. It seems like to me. And hey, 350 points right there for NESCardinality. And hey, look at Angel. He's being a good guy. He's going to return Gwalen back to the castle. Or is he?
Top off the MP.
By the way, look at the experience points difference between these two. 3 points.
Yeah, absolutely crazy that they took such different paths to get to where they are now, but have come back together at essentially a dead heat in the experience point race and exploration.
So once again, this is an all or nothing seed for Gwalen, at least on Angel's side. NESCardinality, she is safe and secure at the castle. Oh, NESCardinality is grinding on Armor Knights. What do you think about this play?
I mean, given how relatively close the...
And it looks like Angel is going to do the same thing.
Yeah, and with the back of that coming out so close to Garanham, you've got a refill right there.
Absolutely. So we have got grind and go for both. NESCardinality ahead by only 246 points. And again, remember, NESCardinality still has to trade in an additional item that Angel does not. Oh my goodness, 1 HP again!
We've seen so many of those this seed.
All right. Does get the hurt more off. So yeah, this to me looks like, I do not think this is going to be a Threes Company seed, unless level 15 is the level.
Yeah, we would need a pretty significant power gain.
Oh yeah, for sure. So I think Gwalen is out of luck with Angel, if you want my honest opinion.
Yeah, I think that's probably true.
All right, NESCardinality going to use the outside spell, and it looks like he is going to just wrap it up. You said Garanham, but actually it's Cantlin that would be closer to the swamp.
Right, coming at it from that direction.
Yeah, there's towns on both sides of the swamp that are close, but in NESCardinality, much more favorable to just go to Cantlin.
Yeah, so as close as both of these runners are, too, you know, we have pointed out that the one difference between Angel and NESCard here is Silver Shield versus Large. So it's a 10 defensive point difference. So when they both enter Charlock here and both maybe throw on the Repel spell, that's going to allow Angel to push a lot more things away.
All right, Angel done with the grinding for now, looking at his resources. Let's see where he decides to head. Is he going to continue the honeymoon tour? Oh, you better believe he is. Back to Cantlin. Or is he? Oh, he's going to Aha.
Turn in.
But there's just what? Yep, he's going to turn it in. There's the drop. Ooh, a metal slime. He's going to try.
Looks like NESCard is headed to turn in Harp.
Yep. That's one. Swing and a miss. If this fails, this could buy NESCardinality some time because he's going to be grinding on enemies on the way. But there's 2. And there's 3. 255 huge points for Angel.
Next fight ought to do it for Angel.
Yep, NESCardinality to the trade-in. There's a blue dragon. Shouldn't be too much of a problem for Angel. And does have 11 MP. And he can always heal back after this fight.
All right, NESCard has traded in for the staff, knows exactly where he needs to go.
And the critical hit will finish off the Blue Dragon, another 180 points. Level 15 for Angel first. So Angel does have a small lead. 6, 11, 2, 1, and sleep and return. That completes our spell list.
Yep, not enough for go mode.
No, not even close. And NESCardinality gets an excellent move of his own. That's 135 more points, 33 away from the level up. NESCardinality making a beeline to the Jerk Cave, get his rainbow drop. Oh man, this is so very close, Bob. We would not want this any other way at this point.
Absolutely not.
Now, what will NESCardinality do now? He's got 104 HP with 57 MP. He's going to go back to Swamp, and I would imagine he's going back on the grind. Another 180 points, though, for Angel. And Knight, he'll take that Knight. That'll be a nice 78-point boost. That's going to be level 15 also for NESCardinality. We need to get to 9,750 to get to level 16.
Yeah, and as tight as this race has been, despite them going in wildly different directions through most of this, only to come together now, just shows you just how strong these two runners are and how strong the 8 finalists are just up and down. It's almost wild to just think about only one of these two is going to make it through this best of 3.
Oh, Angel with a swing and a miss on the Armored Knight there. He's going to have to use a heal more. Every swing and a miss is going to count because that's going to get one person closer or further away from the other. I mean, right now the difference is just a couple of Armored Knights. We're talking a razor-thin margin here in this late stage of the game, almost 70 minutes in.
So now both runners, of course, have everything they need. They have their drop, everything. It literally is just a race through the experience gains here to the go level and then right into Sharlock.
Right now, like I said, very slight advantage for Angel, but all it takes is just one unlucky, miss, a perfect bid. Any of those factors could come into play.
And Sharlock, of course, the great equalizer.
Oh, it's for sure going to be the great equalizer. I mean, look at our agility. It's pretty bad at 74. I get that it's in green. That's still pretty bad in my opinion. Now, the big difference is the DP. Again, that silver shield, because that is an 8 additional boost. Or no, it's 10 because there's no dragon scale for Angel. If he had the dragon scale, he could withstand 2 max DL2 breaths at 96.
Yep, and something worth considering with Sharlock being the great equalizer, there's an enemy we haven't seen, and it is a Sharlock level enemy. It is the red dragon.
Yes, you talk about it. I'm just going to tell you right now, Spike Tile. You think you're gonna have the night off from red dragons, and boom, Spike Tile, and it'll be the only one.
And then it's in every single enemy set in Sharlock.
Yeah, and it's gonna have DL2 breath, hurt more, yeah.
And sleep.
It can't have hurt more because that's 2 offensive things. It can only have 1 and then 1 defense, which would be sleep. The Wombo combo, sure. And Angel gonna heal up. Yeah, this seems like it's a Three's Company seed. I'm telling you right now. I'm gonna be so disappointed if Angel FM doesn't pull this off. The difference is 475 points. That is 3. Make that 2 Armored Knights. This is so dang close.
So Angel closing in has broken the 9,000 experience barrier. It won't be too much longer now before we'll get to see if level 16 is time for go.
At 9750, so 526. Ooh, the critical hit one shot, a big boost there for Angel. He's gonna need 3. 2 is gonna just not quite be enough, I don't think. No, that'd be 10 short, I believe.
There goes 1.
Yep, 10 short. And NESCardinality's had some bad luck. He's had 3 back attacks in a row from these Armored Knights. That's costing him some resources. 10 away for Angel, and this Armor Knight will do it.
Here we are.
Go
Level
ahead.
16. We're going to have 10 power, 5 speed, 16 hit points, 2 magic.
Well, so we are going 6 to 13. That is an average of 9.5, and with only 82 MP, the math is totally not there.
Yeah, not great. With 122 HP, you can expect some doubles out of that, but even so.
All right, one more Armor Knight will be level 16, and NESCardinality will see that it's not going to be nearly enough for go mode.
So now NESCard is going to get a look here at level 16.
Sees the nice boost in HP. Now, this potentially could be a Death Necklace seed. What the Death Necklace does is that it gives you an additional 10 attack power points, but at the cost of 25% of your maximum HP. We're close, but we're not quite close enough to want to think about putting on the Death Necklace yet.
Yep, NESCard took a long, hard look at those stats, but has decided, nope, that's not it.
Yeah, it definitely is not it. And it looks like NESCardinality is doing a Death Warp with only 14 MP resources left. I'm surprised he wouldn't try to take down just one more of them. And Angel going back to Cantlin, continuing the Three's Company honeymoon tour with Gwaylin. I can't remember the last time I've seen a honeymoon tour like this. It's been ages for me.
Yeah, quite some time.
Level 17 at 12,000 experience points as NESCardinality is back to the grind. And that will be enough. Angel not interested in the Blue Dragon. I mean, it's worth a little more than the Armored Knights. I'm a little surprised he wouldn't have went after that one. But he wanted to get right back to it. And as you can see, the experience lead is literally 2.5 Axe Knight, or Armored Knights, I beg your pardon.
Yep, not much at all. Level 7, they're both eyeing level 17. It would have to be truly terrible, I think, for them not to book it.
Now, the important thing for Angel is you see that DP is now in the green. He's got 87. That means that the Dragon Lord can punch for no more than 48 HP, so he's in really good shape. On NESCardinality's side, it's 79, meaning it could punch for up to 50.
Yep, we can have major implications when talking about getting in double swings.
Yep, because you'll see the 49 or the 50 next to your name, and then you have to decide, do I take the chance or do I play it safe and use a heal more? I mean, to me, it could be situational depending on what kind of numbers we have going into the fight.
All right, Angel closing in on level 17.
At 540, he would need 4 of these. 3 would not quite be enough. It would be just short. We're talking like 24 points short.
Yep, there's one.
Yeah, literally the difference is 2.5 Armored Knights. That's how close this is, folks.
There's 2 down for Angel.
That means 2 more to get level 17. Meanwhile, NESCardinality, will he have enough resources to get the level? Because Because I would imagine if the next level's enough, he'll death warp.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And Angel might do the same. And again, I'll be very disappointed if he does. This will ruin the entire plan.
Angel only needs this last Armored Knight to get level 17. So he's going to throw this hurt more. We'll see if it's enough.
It does connect. It's not enough. It rolled high, this particular Armored Knight. But the last swing will do it. And this is going to be a level 17 for Angel FM. Are the numbers good enough? 2, 4, 24, and 5. Yeah, Death Necklace now in play for sure.
It is time to go. Oh, a little trolly with the 87 MP as opposed to 88, so still only 10 heal more, so you're going to need to get down there with your resources intact.
Yeah, this is still not over yet by any stretch. This is now to the point, and Angel knows who he's going up against in NESCardinality. He knows that time could be of the essence right now, and if he feels he's behind, he's got to go on this. But right now with this stats, this is dicey for both runners. It's anybody's game. But here we go. Angel's going to be the first one to Sharlock. NESCardinality, I would imagine, is going to get... And look at this, a convenient blue dragon!
There you go. So Angel has made his way into Sharlock's, having a great walk so far. Runs into an Axe Knight. We haven't seen one of those yet either.
That was another enemy that it just dawned on me we hadn't seen yet. We had seen Knights and, of course, the Armor Knight on the spike. So that would have been another guess for me if we would have seen Red Dragons first. Would have been the Axe Knight. But nope, Red Dragon, final answer.
Golems and Axe Knights so far here on the first basement level.
And we have no idea if Axe Knights have anything nasty, like the Wombo combo or anything like that. There's a blue dragon. We've seen plenty of those already.
'83 agility in Sharlock. You don't love it, but it definitely could be worse.
Oh, almost certainly could be worse. Right now, Angel has the advantage, and he is going to have the opportunity right now to win the race. But if he fails this dive, NESCardinality could sneak in the back door and take this one away. Right now, though, NESCardinality is running into everything but the kitchen sink.
Yeah, not having nearly as nice of a first floor walk experience.
Here's another thing. He's one defensive point short of a 49 punch. He could still get punched for 50 on this defense.
Here's our first Red Dragon. Stop spell.
Wow. But there's your agility is just a number. Another stop spell. Could this be a 75%er? Hard to say.
Not having any luck.
I don't think so.
Running here.
Does manage to escape. It's 25 to 50, I would imagine. And there's a werewolf. We've seen a few of those earlier. There's a wizard. And that's another thing is that I believe Angel could repel green dragons on 89 defense because they have 88 strength. Oh, NESCardinality and Angel having problems with the blue dragon.
There we go.
And Angel is the first one into the basement here. And right now, this is his race to lose at this point. I wouldn't say he's in the driver's seat. I mean, this fight is not free. He could low roll and be out.
Having a great basement walk is
Oh,
Angel.
absolutely. A phenomenal basement walk. Oh, I was close. I saw the dragon, but it's a blue dragon as our spike tile. So this is a pretty trivial fight.
Yep, takes it down with no problem.
All right, he's going to herb up here. Look at that walk. My goodness gracious. All right. So here we go. Just say no. And the fight is on. Let's see what happens.
Death necklace, of course.
So he will roll 9 to 19. That is an average of 14 with 10 heal mores. So again, he's going to have to rely on big rolls here. And there's the note more. Oh, stop spell hype. Angel likes to see that.
And there we go.
All right, 150 to 165 HP of damage is needed. He does get the first strike. That's a big help. Starting with 11. Not a good roll. That is a better roll. 27. With 110 HP maximum. 46, the maximum roll. Chances are he's not going to get double, so he needs high rolls. Another max roll for Angel. He's up to 65 as NESCardinality's in the basement. $83, another big roll for Angel. Things are looking good.
Yeah, this is looking excellent.
$99, another nice roll for Angel. Possible double here. 112, no.
Well, barring a catastrophic mismenu here.
123. Yeah, I think he's got it. The math is there. He's got this. He'd have to miss menu. 135. Even if you were to min roll all the way through, he's got this.
While NESCard begins his DL1 fight.
148. This could do it. 163 is enough, and Angel FM has won a thriller here in game number 1 of the quarterfinals. Get your GGs out for Angel FM, and he has successfully completed the honeymoon tour, and Gwalen is back safe and sound in the castle.
Yeah, GG's to Angel. What an extremely exciting race throughout this. We're going to get the official time here momentarily. It's going to be 1 hour, 26 minutes, and 10 seconds.
Boy, what a match between both runners. They were lights out. I think that NESCardinality had a couple of very untimely deaths, but I think Angel's exploration might have just been a little bit, just a pinch better than NESCardinality's. It was that close, folks.
Yeah, absolutely crazy to watch as we're watching here the tail end of the DL2 fight for NESCardinality.
I mean, that's another thing to consider is the early gold grind. If NESCardinality doesn't do the early gold grind and just goes right for it, we might have had a different result too.
Yeah, a big difference came in just kind of the order in which NESCard and Angel found things. Angel never had to worry about coal, although he ended up looking for it before doing the coordinate count. And it was just one of those things where small efficiencies, one way or the other, allowed Angel to pull things out.
I mean, but I'm talking about the minute details. Like, you could trace a finely toothed comb on what the difference was in this race. I mean, it couldn't have been much closer than this. Meanwhile, NESCardinality, is he going to have enough to finish the fight? He does, with one attack left to spare. Get your GGs out for NESCardinality. He's going to be about 2 minutes behind. That is it. 2 minutes. That's a gold grind.
Pretty much.
I mean, if he doesn't do that gold grind, if he just goes right for it, I think he wins this race. I really do.
It would certainly have been right down to the wire, that's for sure. We're going to get the official time here of 1 hour, 28 minutes, and 14 seconds.
That's a difference of 124 seconds. That's it. 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Unbelievable. Great stuff from both runners tonight.
Yeah, absolutely wild. We are going to be joined, and there we are. We're joined now in the commentary booth by Angel FM. Angel, GG.
2 minutes and 4 seconds. It was a close race, ladies and gentlemen. We do also have NESCardinality here in the commentator's booth. Boy, what a grudge match you guys put up tonight. It was close down to the wire the entire way through.
That's what I was hoping for. I hope you guys enjoyed it. 2 minutes apart. Couldn't ask for really much better than that, especially with a map with such distant endpoints and a few empty places. A little bit of exploration luck could have been a factor.
It was part of the factor. You had some bad luck moments happen to you in NESCardinality, and you had some good luck moments happen to you. Obviously, the gold grind that you did early didn't quite pay off for you. I mean, you still were able to get the full plate, but I'm going to tell you what, let's go back to Hawksness. That golem fight and that amazing sleep luck that you had after the initial bad sleep luck you had.
You just never know what's going to happen. I was thinking when I got up there, boy, do I ever hope the armor is here. That would be really good for me.
Yeah, you needed that fight because Angel had already gotten the armor by this point.
Yeah, so it was funny to watch. My mood sort of changed once I saw what he was doing, and I think I missed 3 stop spells. I mean, that's really scary.
It was not looking good for you in that fight, but that's the amazing part about the Dragon Warrior Randomizer. You just never know what's going to happen. But in the end, it's just like, you both did the grind spot on the Armored Knights, and only 25% hurt more. God, it felt like a lot more than that, didn't it?
I never saw hurt more from an Armored Knight once. Wow.
Or for the golems. Did I say Armored Knights? Oh, for Pete's sake. I'm trying to talk about 2 things at once in NESCardinality because the golem came up on the screen while I was talking about the Armored Knights. All right, one thing at a time, LOZ. Let's talk about the golems first. Only 25% hurt more. Golly, it felt like they had hurt more than that. Now back to the Armored Knights. Both of you decided to grind on the Armored Knights in the Swamp Cave. Angel's lead going into Charlock was 2.5 Armored Knights. That's how close the grind was.
Wow. That's something.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I felt like I played terribly the first 20 minutes. And with Sword being as close as it was, I was I just expected to see it finish about 10 minutes ago.
Well, I think it was 10 minutes before I got the sword. I don't know what happened with you, but
that was another bad luck factor early on that happened. Is that Angel? I think you got the sword. Was it on the first dive or second?
Oh no, it took me 3 or 4 dives to even get the key first.
It felt like fewer dives than that, but I know NESCardinality, you had some rather unfortunate luck. I know the first time around on the sword, I think you got ambushed, and you got sent back. I mean, there's a lot of things you could look at back at this race, but I mean, there was never a time where it seemed like anybody was running away with it. I mean, it was close the entire way through, which, considering that you two are the number 1 and number 2 SRL players in the world, doesn't surprise anybody. I mean, we knew this was going to be close from the get-go.
That's what I generally hope for. So I'm hearing conflicting information from people. Who ended up getting the sword first?
Angel did.
Okay. Do you know about how... I think I got it around 10 minutes. I was thinking, if Angel saw the grave right away, then, it's only going to cost me 5 minutes at most if he got it right away. But...
Angel did find the cave sooner than you did, NESCard, and that played into it.
Yeah.
And there was kind of a difference. You opted to grind to try to protect your gold, and you found a very nice spot in the deserts that had the wolves, and they had the Magidrakes, they had some Turkimas. I mean, you found some good grind spots there in the desert. But while you were doing that, it looked like that Angel resorted to do exploration at that point. That might have had a factor in the outcome as well.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I finally decided, once I got a bit to actually start just fighting in the grave. I didn't know about the Stone Man until like I actually decided to grind on the Troll Magi and the Metal Scorpions and the Wraith Knights.
Also, one other thing I want to point out to you, Angel FM, I commend you for completing the full honeymoon tour and the Threes Company seed. GG to you on that.
Yeah, I was not gonna let Wayland go. I was gonna do this the whole way through.
Oh, that's interesting. The area where the coordinates were, like just past Charlock, I knew there was an opening there, but I was looking at my map and I thought it was unlikely that it would open up, so I was expecting to get the coordinates through the swamp cave. So I actually saved the princess, brought her home, and then immediately came back and then discovered it said 90 north, and I'm like, what? That's not right. Okay, so that area does open up. It was kind of a funny moment, but it was very easy to walk over there and not have to count later on, of course.
Yeah, I explored that area earlier, so...
And that was one thing that kind of cost you a few seconds there, is that it took you a few tries before you nailed down the coordinates, because Angel, obviously, like I said, for a big part of the seed, you're going to have to watch this back. It was the Gwaelin tour, which you don't see very often, and I definitely appreciate that very much, Angel.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and also I had trouble finding the coordinates because I was doing the 2-step count instead of the 1-step count that I've been practicing, so... And that just kind of threw me off a little bit.
Yeah, I really don't have too much else to say to both of you. I mean, both of you played exceptionally well, as I expected, and a close race as well. I mean, I would be shocked if this went to just 2 games, but hey, that's why you play the set. GG to the both of you, a very exceptionally played race. Do you have any questions or comments for either runner, Bob?
No, it was just really thrilling to watch, especially considering both of you took very different exploration paths to finally come back together in Charlock. So the fact that you both went very different ways in the beginning and mid-game and still kept it, to a 2-minute time difference between the two of you was just really great to see.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Yeah, that's always the most fun way for it to turn out, when we take opposite direction paths, and it becomes almost impossible to tell who's ahead. I was worried about a couple things, like Cole and Remolder were off in the distance, and I don't think you needed either one. I was shocked that Cole didn't have anything, but yeah, I ended up exploring the whole main continent aside from that coordinates area. Anyway, it was all very fun. Looking forward to doing it all again tomorrow.
Yeah, so am I. And also just the thing, yeah, Remolder was the first town I actually found. I didn't even know about Cole till much later when I decided to bet on Cole, maybe having the token before I did the coordinates.
Wow.
All right, well, GG to the both of you. Oh, yeah, one other thing. So, yeah, Angel, you did your gold grind much later than NESCardinality did. And, of course, you did it because by that time, you already knew where a Silver Shield was in Garenham.
Yeah, with the way our agility was going, I wanted whatever defense I could possibly get, and I was not going to grind for a magic armor and just, take a guess on it. I just wanted the Silver Shield at that point.
Absolutely understandable there. And by the way, if there hadn't been a gold grind at start, there would have been a large shield in Breckenary, in case you were curious.
Yeah, we walked right out of that when I saw that.
I know, because who cares about Breckenary, right? But in any event, GG to the both of you. We look forward to tomorrow's game number 2. Again, we expect it to be really close, really competitive, and we're going to wish you both the best of luck in that match and hope for a close one.
Thank you so much. Big thank you, as always, to the people behind the scenes, coordinating everything. What a tournament, and we still have a couple weeks to go. Looking forward to seeing how the entire top 8 unfolds.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this next match, so I'll see you tomorrow, NESCard.
See you tomorrow.
All right, please make sure you give both of our runners, Angel FM and NESCardinality, a follow. An absolute electric display tonight here on DW Randomizer. A lot of races scheduled on the docket. Here are the ones that are coming up in the next 2 days. Game number 2 of these quarterfinals between Angel FM and NESCardinality tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. At 11 p.m. Eastern, we've got game number 1 between Big Slamoo and Ziggy. Then on Tuesday night we have got Aaron to You 2 versus the 2020 champion DK9146. And at 9 p.m. Eastern, we have the defending champion Tilo taking on EMP, Any Amount of Money. And that is a rematch of the famous YOLO More game that ended up being the path to Tilo's start of making that championship run last year. These are going to be some great matches.
Yeah, they absolutely are. None of every single one of these matches in this round of 8 is going to be thrilling. These are top players in the Dragon Warrior Randomizer community, and it's going to be a wild one all the way down to the finish.
Oh, you said it, Bob. These are going to be some electric matches. I can't wait to see how these quarterfinals unfold. But for now, that is going to wrap up our coverage here on DW Randomizer. Once again, please make sure you give both of our runners, Angel FM and NESCardinality, a follow. For our tracker, Beta Strep, for our restreamer, Camion Reno Kai, and of course for my commentator partner, Bob Pineapple MD, I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23. Have a great rest of your night, and we will see you again tomorrow night for more exciting coverage of the Dragon Warrior Randomizer 2022 tournament. Good night, everyone.